Hey guys, just allow you to come in. Okay, hey guys, welcome. I have my chat window available, so it'd be great if someone could let me know that you can hear me and see me and everything's all good and sound. Been kind of looking forward to today's video because it's a bit of a passion of mine, and the heading ADHD. Looking at procrastination, looking at the symptoms of ADHD and what that can, the challenges that can bring on. And even if it's just people that have got a general organisation difficulties, can be helped by what it is that is going to be in today's contents. Yeah, so without further ado, because I've got someone who's said they can hear me okay, I will, I'll get started. So basically, in short, I spoke last week about a particular CD, which I was recommending that people got. It's done by a life coach by the name of Tracy. He's nearly 250,000 people that he's helped by thousands of seminars that he's done. This is great. 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. It's called Eat That Frog, and this is the unabridged version, so it's got no takeouts or anything. It's all there in full whack. So I really recommend that you get this somehow. I will edit the description because I don't think it's in there at the moment, but it's on Amazon. So I'll put the description on there. I have an Amazon. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm an Amazon associate, so if you click on the link, I might get 20p for everything that gets. I don't know, whatever. It's there. I'm going to stick it in at the end. On here, I've got something called the 80-20 rule, which I was speaking to a friend about earlier. And it was the Pareto principle. Basically, 80% of the things on a to-do list or in a business relates to 20% of the other way around. 20% on the to-do list results to 80% of the achievements, if you like. So this rule is kind of a universal rule. You can't change with this rule. It can't be moved around or changed. You could get rid of look at the staff in a business, and you can say, okay, well, 20% of the staff bring in the majority of the work. So okay, well, I'll get rid of 80% of the staff then. Well, in that case, you've only got 20% left. Which case, the same rule applies, that 20% of your now belittled staff are now going to have to pick up the other 80% of the work. So that this principle works. It's just like the Fibonacci's in nature, and this 80-20 rule is just like a universal rule that you can't mess with. So you just got to turn around and say, well, I accept the rule. Okay, so this is a rule that's in place. If we use the rule, we can gain major achievements and change our life. We can completely change our life if we get this principle. And if we don't, and we try and fight the principle, then we're not going to get as far as we could if we use the rule to our benefit. So, today's video, I'm looking at this, which I've been quite excited to unwrap, but I've been waiting for this video, so it's still sealed and I haven't unwrapped it yet. So in front of your very eyes, I'm going to quite excitedly rip into the packaging and open this planner. And this planner, if I bring it up behind me, is this. It's got stickers and it's got ways to focus, and there's a video here. I recommend you watch the video. It's probably going to do a better job than I'm going to do, but I'm going to attempt to. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to. So, can you see this? Can you see this, guys? Yeah? Cool. Okay. How it works? The funny thing is it's green, and I'm on a green screen. Why are these things green? It's coming up white, that. There we go. So we can change the angle of the gamma. Cool. Get into that in a second. And inside it comes with loads of stickers. And who doesn't love stickers, right? Who doesn't love stickers? Whether we're, doesn't matter how old we are or how mature we are, stickers are great. Being a kid and getting a tick put on your t-shirt for doing well. And yeah, it's good. So we got different bills that you've paid and done that you can stick on there. Work, birthdays, weekends, do as soon as possible, different meetings. Well, I'm going to be using this, and I think this is going to be something that's going to be really, really beneficial for people with ADHD and ADD particularly. And there's a reason why, which we'll go into, and it is very much linked with this 80-20 rule. Okay. Now let's open this up and have a look what's inside, because if the video that came with this is right, then it should contain everything that I want it to contain. You see, one of the main focal points of people that suffer from attention deficit disorder or hyperactive deficit disorder is that we go through motions of extreme focus and energetic and can't sit still, need to get things done. And then there's other days where we just can't lift a finger, you know, having a remote control next to you, a meter away, if you've got to reach to go and get it, it's just too much, you know, it's just either one extreme or the other. Not getting motivated, your bedroom's a mess, all the washing up needs doing, etc., etc. And then other days you won't sleep until everything is done. So it's like all or nothing, all or nothing. And yeah, so I started off listening to that Brian Tracy CD that I mentioned earlier, probably about 7 years ago. And he speaks very much about writing things down, and writing things down is his philosophy. You know, millionaires don't become millionaires self-made by not writing things down. And then the millionaires want to join the billionaires club, they need to write things down. And then that's it. So you write down your goals for the day or for the week, and maybe you've got a daily list, and then at the end of the day you go to bed and you think, okay, well, I've only done 2 of the things on my list, and maybe I had 10 things on my list. I've only done 10, so there's 8 things left. Well, you can tick off your 2 things that you've done, and the 8 things that you haven't done need then moving over to the next day so they don't get forgotten about, people to catch up on, things like this. So it started off for me with just a you know, one of these sort of spiral bound books. It was just one of these for me for the beginning, and I've been doing this for years. I think I've got one under here actually. this goes back to 2021. So that was last year, and it just moves on. And then this year, before buying this this green book, which I'm going to go more into, this year's is a page to view diary, A4. So if I've got a lot to do, or I'm not thinking straight and I just want to scribble things down or draw pictures or diagrams or help me think or whatever, I've got a lot of paper. So these really small diaries that you can kind of keep in your back pocket, they're too small for me, they're no good, and I'll end up losing it along with my phone, my wallet, my keys, and everything else. So the we're in an academic year now. We're starting in September, aren't we? And that's obviously here. So now's a good time to get to somewhere like WH Smith's or a stationery store and get one of these if you can't afford to get this Clever Fox planner. Right. So let's have a look in the planner. Yeah, I was hoping so. That's good. That is good. So one of the so I've just mentioned about the having to be able to look at your day and then move it over to the following day, and having an academic year so we can go and buy a new diary. There's other diaries that run January to January, and others that run I think July to July, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, or August to August. So this one, right inside, I mean, the meat of the book, right, is it's already on there for you. So you've got your today's priorities, you got your main goals, and you got your schedule, you got your to-do list, and then personal to-do list. Let's read that again. So a work to-do list, a personal to-do list, today's priorities, and today's main goal, and then the schedule, obviously, as time. But the thing is with this is it doesn't have any dates in it. Okay, so you'll notice at the top here, it's backwards, isn't it, because I'm on the camera, it says to select the date, which means that we can buy one of these any time of the year and then start our calendar, so to speak, there and then, which is great for people with ADHD, because what will happen inevitably is you'll turn around and say, okay, I'm energetic, I'm energized, I'm focused, I want to get my life in track. And you inevitably have a good week of getting things done, and then the diary gets put down in your back of your car, the boot, it could go under the bed, and then you just go through this stage of going for a few weeks of being completely unorganized, and then the next time comes around, you think, yeah, all right, I need to find that diary. Where's that diary that I got from WH Smith's? So then there's blocks of like months where there isn't anything in your diary because you haven't used it and you've gone through that unorganized stage. Well, with this, you can pick it back up from where you left off and go, okay, I'm going to start again. And you haven't wasted a load of pages of days that you haven't recorded. So this is great for people like myself, who has ADHD and find it difficult to keep things in order. All right, so okay, undiagnosed but definitely struggle. Okay, so we have I'm ever so sorry if I mispronounce your name. I've got Mr. Bilbo, like Bilbo Baggins, I guess. Cool. Thanks to letting me know you're listening along. Right, so this is good, right? Well, Brian Tracy, when he's speaking, he mentions about writing down your list, and the reason why he calls his philosophy here "eat that frog" is that if you had to eat a live frog every day, it wouldn't do well to stare at the frog. It wouldn't do well to just have that frog keep looking at you, and its throat sort of bulging out as it's kind of staring at you. The best thing to do is just get on and eat the frog. And if what you've done that day is eaten a live frog, then everything else the rest of the day has got to be fairly easy, right? Well, that's where this 80-20 rule kind of comes into play, is that 80% of the things on your list will only do 20% of your value of your day. In other words, you'll go to bed that day If you've done 8 things on your list, the chances are it'll be the 8 easiest things. Let's say you've got to wash the pots, you've got to maybe go and do some food shopping, just making things up, things that you've got on your list that you need to do. You need to ring your parents because you haven't spoken to them for a few days or a week. So these are things that you kind of need to do. But on your list also is a job that you've got to do where it could make you £100 or dollars or whatever, and it's only going to take you an hour, 2 hours to do. It might be something will give you financial gain, and there might be something else on the list that's costing you a lot of money, like having to get in touch with a certain supplier via your internet supplier or someone that they're charging you £90 a month or £100 a month because you're not in a subscription. Now they've gone on to this rolling contract, so you're no longer paying £40 a month, you're now paying £100 a month because you're not in contract. So it's like getting to do that contract is something that you need to get on and do, but you know that you're going to be on hold for an hour and a half, you're going to be listening to that same music, and it's just frustrating. Guarantee if those 2 things are on your list, they're going to work and they're messing around trying to get hold of your provider, those 2 things will have the biggest impact on you in the day than the other 80% of the things that might be on your list. So let's make percentages easy. There's 10 things on your list. 8 things on your list are things like hoovering up, washing the pots, ringing your friends, or you staying in touch with colleagues, getting back on emails or whatever. But 2 of the things on the list will have the greatest impact. The path of least resistance is always the easiest one that's taken. It's the one that everyone goes down, and then at the end of the day, they've done nothing but work. They haven't stopped, but the productivity at the end of the day is hardly anything because they haven't done the frogs. They haven't done the bad things. But if you get up and you get started on the thing that's going to give you the most value, either going out and doing the job or getting in contact with Virgin Media or BT or whoever is your provider, for example, then even if you just do those 2 and you'd forget all the other things, then you'll go to bed and 80% of the value will be done. Now, if we can take that up a notch, that's just the basic principle of a regular day's life for somebody. But if you take that up to a principle of looking at a director of a company, there'll be certain things on his to-do list that only he can do for his company. There isn't anybody else that can do it because it's his company, right? Well, he'll have a list, and on his list might be 10 things. And he's got a family, right? He's got pots at home that he's got to wash up, right? He might have a cleaner, that's fine. But the point is, this Pareto principle will still fall into place, which is why this book is so great. Is because on it, you've got it's just a really, really great book. So let's just go through one here. Let's go for today's main goal. Okay, so let's say today's main goal is to go and get your hair cut and go to the gym. They're 2 things that are a bit of a nuisance for me. I don't particularly like going out into public places too much. So going and getting my hair done, it's a bit of a chore. Feels better afterwards, feel great afterwards actually, but getting there, it's not something that I enjoy doing. Going to the gym, again, actually getting to the gym, really difficult. But once I'm there, I'm lifting weights and I'm pumping, and it feels good when I'm there. So that might be your main goal list for today. It's a weekend for me, so it's actually on my list to do. So that could be on there. Today's priorities. Well, today's priority wasn't and isn't going to the gym and getting my hair cut. One of the priorities was to do this video for me. So in today's priorities would be to do this video. And then you've got from 6 in the morning till 9 at night as a schedule where you can start writing things in if you've got any to meet anybody. And I think that's where these stickers are going to be great. I mean, one of them's an appointment sticker. You could, if it's something really important where you've got to meet someone for a job interview or a client that you've got to do for business, whatever it may be, you could stick a sticker in there. And then when you open it up, you go, oh, there's a sticker. This is something that's important. Yeah, fantastic book. if you don't have a pen and paper, as you know, the saying, you've probably heard it: if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. If you don't have a pen and paper to start writing things down, and a plan, a paper to work to, then goals don't get achieved. Things and tasks don't get done. So definitely make goals. Make a 3 monthly goal. Make a yearly goal. Make a 10-year goal. And then look at the piece of paper. Get your piece of paper. And then you turn around and say, okay, I've got this piece of paper, and write down some things on there that you, in present tense, like I earn $1 million a year, or pound a year, or I drive such and such a car, or I own such and such a house. Yeah. And then look at the list, and then turn around and say, okay, which one on that list, if you could wave a magic wand, and I'm kind of using I think it was either Joe Rowan or Brian Tracy's analogy here. He said, if wave a magic wand, and which one of those would have the greatest impact to your life, and then straight away it'll bounce out the page at you. Write it down on your piece of paper. That's what I want to achieve. That'll have the greatest impact on my life. And then start brainstorming. How are you going to achieve that goal? What are you going to do about it? Where are you going to be? How are you going to do it? And then that's it, straight away. Even if it's the first step, you've written it down, and now you've got a plan, and you've made the first step, whatever that first step may be. Okay, you've made a start on the journey to achieve that biggest chunk of your life. All right. Without writing things down, we're going nowhere. And on here is just what I've just said, and it is that you've got 3-month goals. So there's your goals for your 3 months, and then on this side it's your mind map. How are you going to achieve it? What are you going to do to get it? Yeah, so yearly goals, monthly goals. For me, I've got 10-year goals, and then it's not all about money. Money is very important, because you can turn around and say, yeah, why is money the focus of things, and the reason why is that, okay, money doesn't bring you happiness, but the lack of money and being in poverty and being able to not pay the bills and struggle and live in that kind of life, that definitely aids to not being happy. So whilst money doesn't make you happy, the lack of money makes you unhappy, and people turn to drugs, people turn to using people, and gambling and other areas of life that just end up bringing you down. So staying away from those things and being productive and proactive is definitely the way forward. So break things down into things like health and fitness, because if you treat your mind and your health as being something that's like an athlete, then feed it well, nourish it well, go to the gym, get yourself healthy, think of yourself as being an athlete, because essentially that's what you need to be in the field that you choose to be in or are in, right? So then you've got your health and your fitness, you've got your business career, you've got your family that you need to look after, and your friends, the friends, all these things are really important to having a balanced and good life. You know who your friends are, because they're the ones that call in on you, probably more than you call in on them, and you know that you should do, but it's just it's one of those things. Then you got your relationships, your romance, or your bromance if you're into that thing. So personal development, really important. Personal development. I am along with ADHD. I'm afraid it's dyslexia for me. So reading books isn't something that comes natural to me. I find reading very, very difficult. So I started a few weeks back. There's a book that was written by the master editor of the Encyclopedia Britannica. He wrote a book, How to Read a Book, and it's quite a chunky and hefty book. And apparently at page 300 it starts getting really good, and I'm at page 70 something last night. But for me, that was on my to-do list. I needed to read a page or 2 pages of the book. Really easy to sit there and watch Netflix or some sci-fi movie or something interesting before you go to sleep. So obviously the blue light doesn't help you sleep. So trying to get into book reading is very difficult, but personal development, this book is showing me how to read. I mean, I didn't know that there was different styles, different types of reading for different types of books. You know, you pick up a novel, you read a novel a different way completely to how you would read a university book. Um, yeah, so personal development. There's a guy called Jim Rohn who did the weekend seminar. Yeah, again, sorry about it, it's the green screen at the back, and this is green typically. Very, very good. And he's got a great mannerism about him as well. He's very funny the way that he speaks, but very, very direct and straight. Very good stuff. All right. Well, so what else is there? So yeah. Oh yeah. So back to the book. Yeah. Spiritual. That's another thing. If you're spiritually minded, you need to feed, cherish, and nourish that spirituality. Whatever religion it is that you've been born into or you choose. Yeah, there's just a place for everything. So yeah, in your goals, yeah, write those things down. Then what else is there? So so you get your mind maps. This is good. Weekly review. What tasks were not accomplished, and then it asks why. If you don't achieve the tasks, why don't you achieve them? If it's because of procrastination, then again, that Brian Tracy "Eat That Frog" is. I will put it in the link for you so that you know where to go to get it. But that 21 ways to stop procrastinating is a fantastic CD. But why didn't you accomplish the goals? If you find out why, then you can normally find a what's the word I'm looking for? You'll find a reoccurring reason as to why and where you're going wrong. And for people with ADHD, it might be that you haven't taken your medication. You might be on Concerta or methylphenidate of some sort, whether it's slow releasing or fast acting, whatever it might be. If you haven't taken that, that might be why you haven't achieved it. For me, I really don't like taking the meds. It makes me tired later on in the evening, and just don't like taking my ADHD meds. But if I've got stuff to do, like this video, like going out to the gym and getting my hair cut, my back's really hurting at the minute, so I might give the gym a miss. But yeah. It's you got to take the meds, even if it messes you up a little bit. Far too relatable. I'm pleased that you can relate, brother. Yeah, but if you find out why you don't do it, then you can address that reason why and try and find out a way around it, a coping mechanism. And for people that are neurodiverse, this is what we need to find. We need to find coping mechanisms. I got my nephew to make me what I call my ADHD box, and the ADHD box goes right next to my front door, and in that ADHD box goes my phone, my wallet, and my keys. Because when I'm leaving the house, I'm always losing my phone, my wallet, and my keys. I'm running around everywhere trying to find them. I've got this ADHD box now, and it's sentimental because I got my nephew to make it. So the ADHD box is there, and that's my coping mechanism for not losing my phone, my wallet, and my keys. Yeah, and then which areas in your life are you lacking, and why are you lacking? Again, one of the things that I'm blessed with, and I'm sure that most people that are in my situation are blessed with, are a great friend network. I've got some really, really amazing friends that I can call on. And if I'm struggling in some areas, and I said to them, look, I'm really struggling to, get out of bed and remember to take my meds. Is there any chance you reminded me every day, just for a couple of weeks while I get into the routine or whatever? Then they'll remind you. People will be happy to help, because the chances are you are probably like me, that you've got many talents. I can build a house, I can wire a house, I can plumb, I can take an engine apart, I can rebuild it, there's lots of areas of my life where I've managed to become multi-skilled, and normally I can help friends back by helping them in areas, whatever it might be. So yeah, and that's in here. That's another part of this book. Ah, weekly review: when, why, um, and not just when and why, but how are you going to sort of overcome it? Which is what this Joe Rowan fella says a lot: is what are you going to do about it? You know, you can complain and say, oh, yeah, this is doing my head in, this is doing my head in, but what are you going to do about it? And that's nice. So life balance to-do list is just helping to find a balance. This is great, but I'm really looking forward to going into this and getting it done. It's really good. And there's a little folder in the back here. Let me find the app. There's a little folder in the back here, which is where all your stickers, where all your stickers go. I'm looking forward to using the stickers. You know, call me immature, call me what you want. I don't care, but I'm using them stickers. Them stickers are going to help me. So yeah, this is something that I'm definitely going to be doing, using, and it's got a little pouch for a pen. Although I didn't see a pen in there, so there's got to be a pen in there. Surely they wouldn't give you a set and not give you a pen. Would they give you a set and not give you a pen? That'd be a bit rough, wouldn't it? Yeah, not happy about that. I want a pen. I paid £17 for this. I want a pen. Right. Was prescribed medication in college, very helpful, but hated the zombie mode. Yep, it made me feel late at the day. Stopped taking it right out of college just because I was scared of dependency. Now just looking for other ways to make things easier. Yeah. With regards to the dependency thing, I'm assuming that you're talking about methylphenidate as well. Is it Ritalin that you're speaking about as well? Is that the one that you were worried about? Just curious. You'll have to come back and let me know, brother. Yeah. So there we go. So this 80%. Yeah. Okay. All right. I tried that, but it didn't sit well with me. I forgot what was happening. I was getting migraines and acid indigestion with it, like a reflux, but it didn't sit very well with me. I was getting extremely anxious. It was the anxiety. Yeah, I was getting very anxious. I was on it for about 5 or 6 weeks. Yeah, just the anxiety was really bad. So yeah, they took me back off of that, and now I'm back onto the methylphenidate slow releasing again. For me, I think I'm on 72 milligrams, which is one of the higher doses. And I've been on it for probably about 6 years. I don't take it every day because I don't like it. I take it when I need it, and that's one of the great things. Like antidepressants, they can take 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks to kick in, whereas methylphenidate is just it's there when you need it. I'm having a bad day, or you know that you're going to struggle today. You can take the tablet, and you're going to be zombied later, but the things on your to-do list, you've got a load to do. You're not motivated. You can take the tablet, and then you can get on with your day. So yeah, for methylphenidate, for me, that kind of works. Yeah, so I kind of fluctuate between my dose is I think 72, I think 236s, yeah, so 72. And I've also got 54s from my previous 54 milligrams from my previous dosage. I've got a couple of tubs of that left, so I keep them in there. If I don't want to take 72, then I can take the 54, which is what I took today to get me going. So I don't know. Maybe have you tried methylphenidate? Did you have a go with that one? I don't feel there's any kind of dependency at all. Maybe if you could probably find it online that there's a dependency there. But it's not something that I've never had a dependency issue on anything. Another concern of mine was a lack was lack of long-term health effects data. I've seen that as well. I've definitely contemplating talking to the doctor again. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Um, just a low dose to start with, and see how you get on. Again, not taking it on a regular basis. Um, uh, maybe it's longer than that. Maybe it's been about 11 years. So yeah, I've been on it. I've had the fast acting stuff and I've had the slow releasing tablets, and I haven't noticed, not yet. I haven't noticed any long term problems. I would imagine that you would if you would. It's this, I'm not a doctor by any means. I can just tell you my own experiences that if you were to take Ritalin or methylphenidate every day for years and years and years, that cannot do your brain any good, let alone your liver. Yeah. So there's no chance. I've had loads of chats with the doctors saying you've got to take it, on a regular basis and all the rest of it, but no chance. I just couldn't do it. No. I need to switch off from things sometimes and just have a moment where I'm not on it. But there we go. Yeah, listen, guys. On the I'm just bringing up my channel. I'll just show you guys what it is that I'm. Let's say it's me alive, 2 watching, all 2 of you. Okay. Let's have a look at your channel. Okay. So with my channel, I have I'm trying to do this ADHD thing, where it will target people that have got ADHD, and I want to try and sort of create a community where we help each other. So you'll notice in the bottom of here, if we go into the video, which is going to be, let's pull this down for a sec, the volume. Hang on a sec. I could do this forever. Right. Okay. So yeah. If you go down to the pull down, you can see this Amazon link here. This will take you to where I bought this from, and anybody who decides to use this, I am an Amazon associate, so I'll get paid 5% or something of everybody who buys one. So yeah, everybody buy one for me so that I can get 40p. But the one I wanted to show you was the Discord here. Is if you download the Discord, there is some there's a Discord. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's like a WhatsApp group, but a little bit more intricate. We can talk, we can FaceTime, we can share screens if we've got computers and things. And there's a Patreon for my mostly for my crypto channel. Love technical analysis, so yeah, there's a Patreon there if anybody wants to support the channel and go into there. The Patreon is £5 or £10 a month, depending on what it is that you want out of that. And the Discord obviously will take you to the Discord. Amazon will take you to the Amazon, the link to this, which is what I've got today. Really disappointed there wasn't a pen. Like, it's really disappointing. Look, there's a pen. I don't necessarily want one with a diamond, but I definitely want the pen. I've got issues with this pen. I want to write to them. I'm going to send them this video. Give me my pen. Yeah, great.
Cleverfox Daily Planner Premium Edition is the universal planning tool that will help you boost your day-to-day organization and productivity. With one planning page per day, it will be perfect for anyone with a busy schedule filled with tasks and appointments. This premium edition planner comes in a beautiful gift box with 6 sheets of colorful stickers and a detailed user guide with step-by-step instructions, making it an excellent gift for yourself or one of your loved ones. It comes in a standard A5 size and measures 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches. The hardcover is made from our special soft touch vegan leather and features the signature
There you go, vegan
golden logo, a pen loop, an elastic closure,
a pen loop with no pen,
marks, and an expandable back pocket. 120 GSM pearl white paper that is bleed and smudge resistant. Now let's look at what awaits you inside.
That is
This
pretty
planner
cool,
lasts
actually, having
6 whole
3.
months and features daily, weekly, and monthly planning pages. By design, monthly spreads come right up front, followed by weekly and daily pages, so you can skip days without wasting space. Another important feature of this planner is that it is undated, meaning you can start using the planner anytime and take a break if needed. Begin every week by creating a weekly plan. Set your main goals
Honestly,
and
guys, this is
priorities
how to
and plan
make to
activities
be a
for a
millionaire.
balanced
This is
lifestyle.
literally it.
Here,
This is
you
how
can
to
also
get your life
record
in
your
track.
work and personal to-dos and track skills and habits daily. Creating a weekly plan will help you stay focused, productive, and motivated throughout the whole week. Daily pages allow you to set a daily goal and priorities, plan out a detailed schedule from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m., and create to-lists with work and personal to-dos. This structured daily plan will help you stay on top of your tasks and remember everything you need to do. Every week also includes a dot grid page that you can use for extra notes or customize any other way, and a weekly review to analyze your performance and pinpoint any lacking areas. You can then use these insights to make the next week even better. However, this is only a tiny part of what awaits you inside. The first few pages prompt you to analyze yourself and develop a vision for your perfect life. Take your time filling in these sections. They will help you set the right goals and start living consciously. There are separate pages for outlining your life vision and purpose, practicing gratitude, recording your go-to life affirmations, listing the things that bring you joy, and skills and habits you want to adopt by the end of the year. Here, you can also create a vision board for your future. Once you have done the groundwork, it is time to set your goals for the upcoming year. This planner will help you set annual goals in 8 key life areas and break them down into smaller 3-month goals. Each quarterly goals page comes with a mind map to brainstorm your way towards reaching these goals. This way, you can work on your global yearly goals by making consistent progress towards them every day. To make planning extra simple, we also added spacious monthly calendars, where you can record monthly tasks, appointments, and activities, set your monthly goals, and review your performance when the month ends. We really hope this planner will help you build a happy, balanced, and fulfilling life filled with exciting discoveries and achievements. Clever Fox Planner. Stay
There you go.
organized. Stay clever.
So that's the kind of advertisement that they do. But you can see how great it is. It's yeah, much better than just a page to page, just better than a page to page kind of view thing. Okay, let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, so that's where to get it. The Patreon is just giving me money, whatever. But the Discord is where it's more people with the ADHD, ADD, people that are neurodiverse. Anybody who is a specialist in the field, it would be great if you could join in as well and just get support and give support, and share experiences if you have any of these things, these conditions. For me, it's a gift. I often ask myself, would I trade not having ADHD to be neurotypical, to be just a normal everyday person? Would I change? And the answer is no, I wouldn't. That's the conclusion that I've come to, because without it, I wouldn't be able to do all of the things that I do, and have the life that I've had. So guys, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. Master Bilbo, lovely to have you on here, buddy. It's nice to have someone to be chatting with. Please, go and speak to your doctor. Ask him if he'll consider putting you on a smaller dose of methylphenidate or Ritalin. Concerta, it's got loads of names. Go and speak with him. And the biggest thing is that you've got you have got the diagnosis. For many people, it's taken 18 months to 2 years just to get the diagnosis. And when I got my diagnosis, that was the biggest relief, because all of the people that have given me hassle and aggro, and I've been in trouble over the years, it was just like sticking my middle finger up, and I'm not a cursor or a swearer. It doesn't come natural to me, but it really felt like I was just like a big hurrah to all of those people, and it was great. So Hey, I've got to go, but I will watch the rest of the video later. Thank you for the insights, and it was good to think about it in which ways life can be challenging for others and help. Thank you, Bethany. All right, guys. So yeah, with that, I'm off. So thank you to you both for being there with us, and I hope that someone somewhere got some benefit. All right, guys. Speak soon. Cheers.